What's up, guys? BARRYGAMING here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, we're going to be talking about how this event might actually be one you do want to use your Prophet Orbs on. Yesterday, in the original video, I was like, it's kind of not a great Prophet Orb event, but if we actually take a look at this event, number one, you are getting Williams copies. That's actually a pretty decent pull, especially if it's a hero you're going to have on your account. But yeah, there's actually a reason to do it, I think, and that comes from the joyful rewards. I talked about you can only get 20 points in this game mode here, and it's, basically all VIP points, but you can get 20 from Prophet Orbs. You need to do 600. You might as well do 640, doing the full 8 times loop, but you're getting one of these deluxe gift box joyful rewards chest, and this is actually something I wasn't considering when I first looked at it, and then when I'm staring at it longer, I'm like, you know what? Getting to an origin artifact is actually not that easy for a lot of players, and usually that also requires contract starry gems. Granted, you're getting other rewards at the same time, but if it's something you're really stuck on and you really need to get these artifacts, then it might be worthwhile. Some people have been asking about this one. It's the Star Spawn one. It's kind of man, Star Spawn just feels like such an old system nowadays, but it is what it is. You can get the glorious flag selection chest. You can even just get some basic rewards, which I don't recommend. You can get the residence chest. There's a lot of different options, but I think really these three right here are the big ones. And that really comes down to, as a free-to-play player, you don't get many opportunities to grab these origin artifacts. In case you guys are newer to the game, don't know what these actually do, we have these things called Ormus artifacts where you can take an artifact and upgrade it with multiples of the same artifact. But it gets a little tricky when you get to those newer tier artifacts that are like really, really potentially powerful. You know me, I love this Cloak of Soaring Phoenix. It's not for everybody. It's not for all game modes. A lot of people are going to do some more traditional things, like going for the Lingering Melody of the Universe, aka Melodic Stream's upgraded version that gives a ton of extra damage. But in order to make these artifacts, you need not only the original artifact, in this case, which is this right here, the Melodic Strings, you also need to have one of these origin artifacts, and that comes on over to the mysterious Deification workshop, where you take one of those original artifacts, you add in a very specific origin artifact. So you have to make sure, first and foremost, if you are considering to do that this week, that you're coming on over here and checking out which one you need, because it's not giving you a chest, it's giving you one of those options there. So yeah, at first when I saw this event too, I almost kind of considered that these were going to be like a random, but it says select one of the rewards, which means you literally get to pick any one of those rewards right there. And if you do want to make like a Melodic Strings like we were talking about, you got this recipe right here. You need to get one of the exotic pistols, add it to the Melodic Strings, and that gives you the base version, Lingering Melody of the Universe. Now remember, you're gonna need two of each of these, two of the pistols, two of the Melodic Strings, in order to make it a glittery upgraded version. Because this right here is just giving you a regular orange artifact version, not able to be upgraded, because you can't take this and upgrade it with one of these. Nope, doesn't work that way. You need literally 4 of each of these artifacts if you want to take it all the way up to the splendid version. But this is one of those rare opportunities you actually have to get them. You can see how there is the shield one, the exotic shield for these artifacts, including the Peacock Feather Cape, aka the Cloak of Soaring Phoenix, that I absolutely love personally for my account. And then you have the functional ones. These are like the utility artifacts that you may or may not get use out of. I mean, things like Dragon Rui is really, really powerful. Most of the other ones, not that big of a deal, at least in my eyes. So usually you want to focus on something a little more offensive. Some people do like the pure golden crown as well, because you get a lot of all damage reduction and you get that bonus damage reduction, which is really powerful. But that's what I want to make sure you guys were aware of this week. It's something that is a very powerful upgrade. And again, like I said, this chest right here is actually giving you something you typically don't get a chance to get a hold of. Now, beyond that, if you were considering spending it all this week, you are going to have to go a little bit further to get some rewards. Of course, these deluxe boxes give you the Radiant Star Souls that are not soulbound. Of course, Pages of Destiny, Monster Treasure Coupons, and Treasure Coupons are all up for grabs in these chests as well. Not really a great one. But you also have to remember you're getting Heroic Scrolls, which you're going to need next week, or, as you guys can see in the preview, the Spring Festival, aka Chinese New Year, which is a heroic summon event. So if you are tight on resources as well, doing these 640 profit orbs nets you 100 scrolls plus some extra stuff here. So it's not like the worst thing in the world. So just keep that in mind. If you are going past that point, you instantly get hands on a different chest. In reality, this is a really, really good chest. And why is that? Because it has this Grimoire materials right here. This is really where it gets a little extra spicy, in my opinion, because you get the really, really good resources. Yes, you have things like sublimation and stuff, but in reality, I think most people need to focus on the Grimoire essence and the enabling infusion stones. Even spenders out there still want to focus on imprint and Grimoire essence. I think right now, honestly, on my account, even I still need enabling infusion stones, because if I take a look at my my primal Grimoire here, yeah, I still need to get a 4th hero completely maxed out, and I don't think I have a ton of them right now. So it's something I need to keep going, because I'm just kind of locked up right here to go to the cap of 150. I had that 1 extra point saved up. And that's going to gain a lot of actual power on your account. Granted, you can see how much fixed stats you gain on your account. Literally 51 million fixed attack. That is a crazy amount for having an enabled hero. Now, remember, these stats don't go to just every hero on your account. I can show you guys, like, if I just show you guys, like, a 4-star hero, they're not getting a crazy high amount. I mean, they are, because we have a treasure train, 36. But the second you take a look at an enabled hero, yeah, there we go, like up to a E5, you can see how many additional stats they get. They're literally getting this basically from our treasure train, and more importantly, from our Grimoire. Then our heroes that have, you know, the extra power, they goes even crazier higher through the roof when we're not even using these heroes. So I think this is probably a really good opportunity for you guys to spend a little bit, because again, remember, if you do 640 profit orbs, that's getting you to 20 points. To get this, is what, 100 VIP is $2, so you're spending what, like 20 points, 40 bucks. Yeah, you're only spending 40 bucks, and of course you can keep going. Every 40 bucks will get you another tier, and then you get down to the bottom, you get this weird chest looking thing right here that has even more stuff. It has the Star Soul selection materials, the Destiny transition, all these different things. Honestly, I don't think it's as worthwhile for people. I really don't. Grimoire is just such a powerful upgrade that is just, if you're not maxed out, it's definitely worth a chase. So all in all, this event is going to cost $200, and I think that's what we're going to do, because if I take a look right here, and I'm probably going to talk about later when I actually do this event, I still have some of my coupons left over from the link down below. If you guys still want to get, or if you're still spending money on the game, make sure you're using the link down below and use our BARRYGAMING code. That's going to get you bonus coupons for the money you spend in game. For most regions, there are some weird, like, you know, some countries and currencies that don't convert well on the website, but I literally have 256 bucks left over, which means I'm probably gonna go and get some of these feast packages, because not only are we going to be getting like the 2x rewards and the smash for the lollipop privilege, because I hate doing this game, we're also getting a lot of other stuff. We're getting a ton of profit orbs, and you're basically gonna have to buy the top 3 packs. These 3 packs, 5, I'm pretty sure this is what you need. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is 10,000 VIP. That should be the cap on this, right? 100 times 100, yeah, 10,000. So you don't have to get the bottom pack. The bottom pack gives the flower privilege, which is actually part of the travel log. So that just gives you these bonus chests here. So if you don't want to do the $10 pack, you don't have to. Granted, you don't have to purchase these at all. You can purchase whatever you want. You could literally spend half of it right here and then get the value packages if it's something you need tickets, or you want to go in on the main treasure, or not treasure train, sorry, the profit summon event and the fantasy factory events. But if you want to, you can just get these top 3 packs. That's going to unlock all 3 of the fragrant privileges here. 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to unlock these bonus chests. These chests have, you know, transition materials. It has just hero copies. This one over here has even more transition materials. You got transcendence materials, and you got the deluxe gift boxes. So I think it's probably better off doing this, because you get so many of them if you are going in on this event and getting it. We'll probably do that here later today as well, just to show you guys what it's all about, but that's what it is. It is an opportunity for free to play to get your hands on one of these origin artifacts. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think it's a smart plan for your account if you're trying to build one of these, and I'll see you guys next time.